Hi, and that was the intro to Kadence, which is Kompose Audio's newest Kontakt instrument, and it is a vocal texture, so a bit different than all the previous kind of soundscape orientated ones. This one is actually using vocals, and it did sound rather nice. So this one is £25, so it is one of the dearer ones. There's only a few that are kind of £25, and you are getting 5 NKIs. So as usual, you need Pulse to download this and the full version of Kontakt, because I haven't actually showed you this before. Will this instrument work on my system? Well, great question. And as it turns out, Kompose Audio are using the same iMac as I am to create the software. I actually create all my Kontakt instruments on my trusty 2013 Intel iMac 3.4 quad-core Intel Core 5 with 24GB of RAM, which is exactly the same as the iMac that I use. We have both upgraded it with OpenCore Legacy Patcher, so it's still a fantastic setup, and it also lets me develop and test on a system that's often less powerful than the ones many users have. This way, there's a nice buffer for system requirements. Immerse yourself in pure sonic beauty with Kadence, Kompose Audio's latest vocal instrument for Kontakt, featuring the mesmerizing voice of Robyn, crafted to inspire cinematic, meditation and relaxation music. Kadence opens the doors to rich atmospheric soundscapes that resonate with timeless depth and emotion. Robyn's vocals radiate warmth and otherworldly beauty, perfect for bringing life to emotive compositions. So each of the 5 presets in Kadence offers a dynamic vocal range with 2 vocal layers, so C2 to C7, and a textured pad layer on the lower keys, C0 to B1. So vocal layer 1 has more reverb, giving it a distant ethereal quality, and vocal layer 2 is more present and prominent. When combined, these layers create a beautiful, deep and evocative vocal texture. So the lower pad delivers a rich ambient soundscape, blending perfectly with the vocals to create a full immersive instrument. Your kind of pad-like vocals there, and then you've got your more kind of prominent ones in the green keys. The kind of same layout as most of the one that's kind of different is Victrix, which kind of goes up the side, but most of the other ones are the 8 controls. So these are all pre-mapped to NI controllers, and it has a kind of a low pass filter for there and a vocal attack on this side. So controls, you are getting magic for adding mystical delayed tones, shimmer for creating enhancing ethereal effect, tone for sculpting your sound with precision, dialing in bright crisp clarity, depth for introducing deep textured ambience. So vocal 1 and 2 are for adjusting the volumes, pad, control the pad's layer volume, and vocal attack, fine tune how quickly the vocal comes in. Pad low pass filter, use this on the pad to adjust its texture. It has full MIDI control pre-mapped. So in Logic you can use smart controls, and in Cubase you can use quick controls. So that is the quick intro to Kadence, and we'll get complete control open and have a listen and see what it's all about. So here we are in complete control, and I have the first NKI loaded up. So there are 5, and they are Eboonwood, Frostvale Abyss, Feywater Falls, Whispering Pines, and Verdantspire Highlands. So if you have watched any of the other Kompose Audio videos, you will probably see this is quite familiar. You have your 8 controls, and you have a left and a right slider. So this one is vocal attack, and this one is the pad low pass filter. You've got magic, space, shimmer, tone, depth, vocal 1, vocal 2, and pad. So these are all pre-mapped to my S49 Native Instruments controller. The red keys are the pads, so we could kind of start a pad going, because they do take a wee while to come in. So we can maybe take some of these down and take the pad up, and we could take the, so it kind of brightens it up, and then we could take the pad volume down a bit. So that's some chords. Play just some notes. actually mapped my module to the volume because I have so much problems with things clipping. So I think I've realised what the problem is. I think it's my recording software that's causing it, because when I'm playing around with these before I record, they seem to be okay, but when I'm recording them in ScreenFlick, it seems to be clipping more. So I did wonder what, so I think it's maybe something to do with that. So what I've done is I've kind of done one with just vocal 1, a bit of depth, a bit of tone, a bit of shimmer, and that's all. So it'll actually let you hear these vocals on their own. So this is vocal 1. With, let's say, just a touch of tone and a bit of shimmer. So that's vocal 1, and we've got vocal 2, 50%. So you can see it's completely different kind of tone. And then we could bring up maybe a bit of space. And pad. Because when I first kind of started using these, I thought all the NKIs were just the same samples, but they're not. They are all different samples. That's why there's no snapshots, because he's kind of concentrated on making NKIs. So that's vocal 2, and then we've got 1 and 2, and I've brought in a bit of space, a bit of magic, well, a bit of everything, and a 50% pad as well. So we'll hear what they're like together. And that is clipping. So we'll start off a pad, bring the pad up. We could bring vocals up a bit. You can maybe let me know if anybody else is having problems with clipping, because like I said, I think it is ScreenFlick. Right, so that's Eboonwood, Frostvale Abyss. So this is the straight preset. So vocal 1's slightly lower, so we could bring them both up. So I've done the same for all of them. So we'll have vocal 1 is 50 with a bit of tone, depth and shimmer, and then vocal 2. And then 1 and 2, bit of everything, and pad. So we'll bring in the pad. So that is Frostvale Abyss. So yeah, so this is... Vocal 1, same idea. I've just set them up all the same. So we'll just... So that's vocal 1. Vocal 2. And 1 and 2. So we'll bring the pad in. So that is Feywater Falls. So this is the inky eye. Just bring the pad up a bit. Again, we'll go to my snapshots and vocal 1. And vocal 2. That is very nice, that one. I like Whispering Pines. Right, and 1 and 2. And we'll bring in the pad. We'll just put this up. So this is the inky eye. vocal 1. This is much brighter. So that's, I'm up, C5, that's C5. So I'm up, that's C6. Vocal 2. Yeah, this one's a bit lively. So we will go to 1 and 2. So that is all the NKIs from Kadence. I was going to do some multis, but I have run out of time because this is going to be about 20 odd minutes long. So I'll do some multis with Kadence and maybe Victrix and some of the other ones in another video. So that is it for today, and as you can tell, this is rather nice, and for £25 I don't think you're going to find a vocal plugin for Kontakt any cheaper. So I've got Vocalize 2 and Zero Gravity's Kepler and Ultimate Vocals, and they were all much more expensive. And that said, it is very easy to create your own snapshots and come up with some different combinations of the vocals and the pads. So anyway, so that is it for today, and as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in the next one.